Hi, everybody, and welcome to Intro to Accounting 2. I'm Professor Quinn, and part one of this orientation video, I'm going to walk you through how we're going to be using Blackboard and the resources that are on Blackboard that you can be using throughout the entire semester. When you first log into our course, it's going to bring you right over here to the announcements page. At the start of every week, I post an announcement with reminders of what's due in the upcoming week and any announcements that I think would be important. This gets posted here in Blackboard. It also gets emailed to your NECC email address. And if you happen to have downloaded the Blackboard app for your phone, it actually gives you an announcement on your phone as well. So it's a great way to kind of keep yourself on track. So the first announcement is going to direct you to come right here to the Read Me First section. So in the Read Me First section, you're going to find the links to the 2 orientation videos for this semester and kind of an overview about the course and the materials that are available here for you. So this is a fully online class. So all of your homework is going to be completed through Cengage Now, as well as your quizzes and exams. So what an online class is it's not easier, it's not less work, it's not a class that covers less material than a face-to-face course, and it's not a class that does not have deadlines. There is a convenience with online classes in the fact that you don't have to come to class every day, but you are still required to complete work for that course. So, what an online class is. Again, convenient that you don't have to attend class. It's flexible because you get to decide what days and times each week work best for your schedule to work on assignments and exams. You are still connected with your faculty member, me. So all you have to do is send me an email, leave me a voicemail message, come stop by and see me, and I'm more than happy to help you with anything that you're struggling with. And it is still a class, meaning that you still have to put in the same time and effort that you would for a face-to-face course. You'll notice that I have disabled the email through Blackboard here. I do that because those emails only live in Blackboard and don't come directly to my inbox. And I like to get back to my students as quickly as possible. So please use the email address that's provided to you in the syllabus to get in touch with me. Over here on the left-hand side where it says My Grades, all of your grades for the semester, every homework assignment, every quiz, and every test will be posted here as well in Cengage Now. So it'll be posted in both locations. There are some resources that are available to you. So again, over here on the left-hand side, you see something called Professor Quinn example videos. These videos are actual YouTube videos where I walk you through an example or problem that's similar to or exactly the same as the one that's in your textbook. So I walk you through, you can see my screen, and I kind of talk you through how to properly solve for a problem. So you'll notice that I've given the chapter and the topic that I'm discussing in each video. So even if I'm not covering the exact problem that you're working on, I still might be covering that topic in one of the videos. So make sure you stop in here, take a look. There's a lot of them per chapter, and students in the past have said that has been extremely helpful to them when they're trying to learn the material. Another piece over here, additional resources, there's little cheat sheets for you. So if it's been a little while since you've taken Accounting 101 or the winter break has kind of removed your memory of debits and credits and financial statements, there's some quick little cheat sheet refreshers that you can either print out or refer to when you need to. There's also the tutoring schedule for the spring semester. So tutoring is held on the Haverhill campus in C201, and the schedule is included here for you. If you can't make it to campus but still would like some tutoring assistance, the college provides online tutoring, and this gives you an overview of the online tutoring system that we have called Thinking Storm. And right here is how you actually access Thinking Storm, right here on this link on the left-hand side. So if you would like to use that online platform for tutoring, you can absolutely do that as well. There are discussion board posts that are available to you throughout the semester, and the first one is called Have a Question. So if you're working late at night on a question for homework and you're really stuck on it and you've read through the textbook, you've watched the videos provided in Cengage, you've watched my videos, you're still struggling, and you know it's late at night, so I won't be able to get right back to you, you can post your homework question here. You cannot post a quiz or test question, but you can post a homework question here. And maybe one of your classmates that's up at the same time working on the same assignment might be able to answer that question for you. Please make sure you still always email me as well, just in case somebody is unavailable to answer your question. I want to make sure your question does get answered. The second one is what we call a piece of advice. So throughout the semester, pop in here and post and also read through some of the advice that your classmates are sharing with you. There's a lot of resources that I'm going to talk about today, everything from my example videos to all the resources on Cengage. So it's easy to forget about one. So go in here, see what your classmates are suggesting, and you might find that that's really helpful to you. So that discussion link is right over here on the left-hand side. And you will notice again that you can post have a question, and you'll see that a piece of advice already has 13 entries in here. Those 13 entries are from students that have already taken this course and are leaving you their best piece of advice on how to be successful in this class. So take advantage of hearing from students that have already taken this course and finding out what really worked well for them. So you go in here and read those. That's going to be really helpful. So the syllabus is our next piece. So you have 9 important tasks that you have to do in order to get started in the course. So you're going to watch both of these videos. Please make sure to watch both of them. They contain a lot of really useful information. It's a great way to feel like you're really ready to get started this semester. You're going to read through the syllabus that's below. You're then going to sign and date the syllabus agreement form and submit it to me. That's a graded assignment. You want to print out the calendar and the homework, quiz, and test schedule, which I've provided to you as well, because it has all the due dates and times for each assignment, test, and quiz. This is going to be how you stay on track in this course, so it's vital that you print these out. You're also going to introduce yourself to your classmates and respond to at least 2 of your classmates' introductions. This is another graded assignment. And you're going to read through the email etiquette document that's below, which is right here. Make sure you read through that. There's some important information in there. And then finally complete the syllabus scavenger hunt quiz, which is your 3rd graded assignment. And last but not least, you're going to get yourself registered into Cengage Now, which we'll go over in a minute, and complete the first assignment in Cengage Now. If you don't already have the Blackboard app for your phone, I strongly recommend that you download it. It will greatly benefit you in this class, and I'm sure all of the other courses that you are taking. Anytime I post an announcement, it gets alerted to you on your phone. Anytime I post a grade for you in Blackboard, it also is going to alert you here. So again, another great way for you to stay on track with this course. Again, the instructions on how to download that free Blackboard app is right here for you. And that email etiquette document that you're going to want to read through is included here. So down here, again, I talk about the syllabus, the calendar, and that very important schedule. And I've given you some reminders in here. So first thing first, you have this monthly schedule that you can print out. It includes every due date for every assignment, quiz, and test that you have. Print it out, hang it up, check it off as you complete it. Again, it's going to be really important for you to stay on track from the very beginning of this course. You'll notice that for most chapters, you have 2 weeks to complete assignments. And that is very nice to have that extended period of time. But if you do not work on your assignments on the weeks that you don't have something due, you are going to find yourself in a very tight spot trying to complete everything by the due date and time. If you're trying to submit your assignments all on the date that they're due, you are more than likely going to run out of time and not be able to complete everything and finish everything. So please take advantage of the fact that I give you 14 days to complete 1 chapter's worth of assignments. Don't take these weeks that something's not due as just a free week that you don't have to work on something. There's a reason why I'm giving you a significant amount of time to complete these assignments. They are going to take some time to complete, so please take advantage of that. I've also provided you a detailed schedule. I've given you some reminders at the top, so please make sure you read through all of those reminders. And I've given you every assignment that you have. So for example, you see that you have several assignments due for Chapter 9. And again, you have an extended period of time to work on these. And if you're trying to do all of these at the last minute, it's not going to happen. All of the assignments become available to you the day the semester begins, which is technically on Wednesday, but I give it to you as of Monday on the 21st. However, you have to complete every assignment in the order listed before the next assignment will show up. And I've given you the due dates. You have two different types of homework assignments. You have lecture assignments and homework assignments. Lecture assignments you're allowed to take twice. Homework assignments you're allowed to take 3 times. And every homework assignment is a prerequisite for the next assignment. So you need to have an overall score of a 72.5, for example, on the Chapter 9 lecture assignment before the Chapter 9 homework assignment Part 1 will open, and so on and so forth. For quizzes, you're allowed to take your quizzes twice. In order to access the quiz or to access an exam, you have to have a 72.5% or better on the assignment that's listed before the quiz or test, before that quiz or test will open. So 2 attempts on lecture assignments, 3 attempts on homework assignments, 2 attempts on quizzes, and you only get 1 attempt on tests. So you always want to make sure that you're really well prepared for an exam before you take it, because your exams are a one-time option only. You cannot retake exams. For your quizzes, once you take a quiz for the first time, and all of your quizzes are true, false, multiple choice, matching type questions, once you submit it, you're going to be able to see which questions you got right and which questions you got wrong. However, it will not give you the correct answer. Take this as an opportunity to go in, review your notes, the textbook, assignments, try to figure out what the correct answer should have been before you retake it for the second time. When you do retake it for the second time, it is not going to give you the exact same questions. However, the same topics will be tested on. So that's going to make you better prepared for those questions the second time around. Your highest grade out of those 2 attempts counts for you in the class. Same thing with your homework and lecture assignments. The highest grade counts for you in the class. For tests, you will be able to see, and for quizzes, you'll be able to see the correct answers starting at 7 p.m. the day after the due date. Again, print this out so you have it in front of you. Check off the assignments as you go. So in the syllabus, you see all of my contact information at the top. Email is the fastest and easiest way to get in touch with me, so please make sure you're emailing me if you have a question, or you can come by and stop by and see me during my office hours. If you took Accounting 101 recently, you're using the same textbook, and your Cengage Now access code will cover you for both semesters, especially if you happen to buy Cengage Unlimited, and I've talked a little bit about that here. You don't have to buy anything else if you bought a Cengage Unlimited access code for a year last semester, or if you happen to buy the textbook package at the bookstore last semester. So I've given you some information regarding the textbook information. In order to be in this class, you have to have a C or better in Accounting 101. If you do not have a C or better in this course, you will be dropped from this course during the add drop period. So please make sure if you do not meet that prerequisite that you go in and actually withdraw from this course. Emails, I only respond and read emails Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. I try to get back to students as quickly as possible, but please allow up to 24 hours for a response to your email. Also, I only respond to NECC email addresses, so please make sure you're using your free NECC email account when you are communicating with me. And also, please make sure you're using proper grammar in English, no text message language. Please let me know who you are, since your student email comes through as your student ID number. So just sign your name so I know who you are. For grading, 30% of your grade is going to be based on your assignments, your homework and lecture assignments that you complete in Cengage Now. I am giving you a very large chunk of your grade that you get to determine by the end of the semester if it's an A or an F. So this is on you. That's more than any extra credit assignment would ever provide to you. And again, you get to decide if it's an A or an F. Again, every homework assignment is a prerequisite for the next homework assignment. So you need a minimum of 72.5% or better. But let's say you get a 75 on your first attempt on a homework assignment. You've met the minimum, but you can take it again. And if you take it again and you get a 95 on the second attempt, the 95 counts for you in this class. However, only attempts that are submitted by the due date and time count towards your final grade. So please be aware of that. This is, again, why I give you almost 2 weeks for almost every chapter to work on these assignments. So when you get one grade, you can have a time to learn from your mistakes by reviewing the correct answers in Cengage and taking the assignment again. And again, in the end, that 30% can help you or hurt you, and that's completely up to you. So take advantage of having these lecture assignments that are kind of like mini short in-class lectures that you would receive for a face-to-face class, and then do your homework. You'll notice that I've broken up a lot of the chapters into 2 different lecture assignments and 2 homework assignments. I do that because in the first lecture assignment, I'm only covering certain learning objectives in the chapter. I'm letting you learn about that first. And then in your homework assignment, it's only covering those learning objectives that we just talked about in that lecture assignment. So it's a way for you to really have time to grasp the material as you move on. Any assignment that you submit late and you have not requested an extension on, you will not receive credit for. You will still have to complete it. You will still need a 72.5% or better on it, but you will receive a 0 for it in the class. So I allow every student 2 24-hour homework extensions during the semester. That's only good on homework or lecture assignments, and you only have 2. Each one counts for 1 assignment. It does not apply to an entire chapter's worth of assignments, and it does not apply to quizzes or exams. There are no extensions on quizzes or exams. In order to get the extension, you have to email me prior to the due date and time. You'll get an extra 24 hours to complete that assignment, and you will then get credit for it. I know that things get busy, life gets busy, there's children, there's work, there's other classes that you have to do, but so do the rest of the students in this class. So no one will be granted any more than 2 extensions during the semester, because I'm sure all of you would be very upset if you found out that one of your classmates got 4 or 5 extensions and you only got 2. It would be very unfair. So regardless of the situation, everyone only gets 2 extensions. You're going to have 4 quizzes. Again, you get 2 attempts on each quiz, and that counts for 10%. And then you have 4 tests on 2 chapters each. In total, it counts for 60% of your grade. Your lowest out of the 4 only counts for 10%. Your highest test grade out of the 4 counts for 20%, and the remaining 2 tests count for 15% each. This is, again, a fully online class, which means that per week, even the weeks that you do not have assignments due, you're expected to spend a minimum of 9 hours on this class. So please make sure that you have enough time to devote to this class, your other classes, your work schedule, your families, whatever the case may be. I understand that everybody wants to get through their degree programs as quickly as possible, but if you've taken on more than you literally have time to do, you are not going to be able to be successful in this class or maybe in some of your other classes, which means that you'll have to retake a course, or you're going to get withdrawn from a course and you'll have to retake it. And that in no way is going to speed up the process of you getting to your degree completion. So please really be mindful of this credit policy, which is the college-wide policy. And make sure you have enough time to devote to all of your classes this semester. I do not give you extra credit assignments during this course. Your final grade will really reflect what you've earned. So you have 30% of your grade that you get to decide by the end of the semester if it's an A or an F. I'm really rewarding you for the time that you're spending on this course. So don't waste that gift by missing assignments or waiting to the last minute to work on your assignments. Waiting to the day that they are due will not give you the opportunity to retake an assignment, either if you need to or want to, and it won't also give you time to get the extra help if you need it. So at the end of the semester, your homework average will either bring up your overall grade or it will bring it down, and it really is up to you on how that happens at the end. This class is very different from Accounting 101. Every chapter is completely different than the previous chapter. So if you're having trouble on a chapter, please make sure to come and see me, reach out to me, use the resources in Cengage, use the tutoring resources that we have, because everyone in this class, again, needs a C or better to move on to either upper level accounting courses if you're an accounting major, managerial accounting if you're a business transfer major, or business finance if you're a business major. So once you read through everything, you're going to sign the syllabus agreement form, do the syllabus scavenger hunt quiz, and introduce yourself to the class. So finally, Cengage Now. I'm sure a lot of you are very familiar with that from Accounting 101. It is a companion site that we're going to be using, and we're going to talk more about that in part 2 of this orientation video. I give you some examples of Cengage Unlimited and how it can be a big cost savings to you if you haven't purchased it already. There are some videos here if you want to learn a little bit more about it. Down here is where you're going to log in or get registered into Cengage Now into our course. So you can simply click on this link and log in. If you already have a Cengage account, you log in with your existing username and password. If you never had a Cengage account before, you will create one. Or you can simply log into your Cengage Now dashboard and add this course key that you have. So I've provided a step-by-step document for you. So when you click on that link, when you click on this PDF, it will show you kind of a step-by-step walkthrough. Again, you can log into your existing Cengage account or create one. It will give you this dashboard, and if you do need to buy anything, you have your options that are laid out for you here, including Cengage Unlimited. But if you've already done it for Accounting 101, you do not need to purchase another thing if you bought a year subscription. If you only bought one term access, that would have only given you the fall semester. You will have to buy another term access for this semester. If you go to the bookstore, you can register your access code right here by clicking on that register access code. And over here under My Home, that will bring you to your dashboard. It'll show you all of the classes that you have this semester that you've registered for. If you, again, had purchased Cengage Unlimited already last year, all you have to do is click Add a Course or Register a Product if you're not seeing our class, and put in that course key that's provided to you right here on Blackboard. And make sure you save this login screen. You do not have to go through Blackboard every single time to get logged into Cengage Now. Again, there's a lot of information provided in here. And if you're having any technical issues, I've provided some kind of overview, quick troubleshooting options for you here. So that's the end of part 1. In part 2, we're going to talk about our Cengage Now course and the different resources that are available to you, the different types of assignments that are available to you as well.